Hi guys, we are here for Kids Art. So today we are making some pop-up turkey cards. So they look like this. They're pretty fun and cute, so maybe you have somebody that you want to give a card to for Thanksgiving. So we're going to show you how to do this. I know a lot of you already picked up your supplies for this, so we will describe everything that you need to do with what came in your to-go bag of supplies. So first off, what we want to do is cut out a turkey shape. So for those of you that picked up a to-go supply bag, you already have these in here. I traced them out for you. You just need to cut them. Can you please stop? Please cut them out of the paper. And so just go ahead and cut out that shape. And the next thing you'll want to do is I'm going to show you a couple of the papers that we're using today. Actually, we should go over our supply list first, right? So for those of you that did not get a supply bag, the supplies that we used, we have, let's see, oh there, right there, some oil pastels. We are using these for our color today. If you have crayons or markers, those will work just perfectly fine, so feel free to use those if you don't have oil pastels. You will need scissors. Nope, that was for a different project. Scissors, glue, and then we're also using, scooch out of the way, Ella. We're using a drawing paper. So this is 11 by 14 drawing paper is the size, and we are also using a mixed media paper, and the size of this one is 9 by 12. You can use just regular printer paper. Whatever paper you have is fine. There's nothing that's special about these particular papers, but I just want to identify them. So for those of you that picked up the to-go bags, you have, some of you might, the drawing paper. So we have it in this 11 by 14 size, but some of you may have a piece of paper that looks like this. So this is the one I'm talking about when I say the larger piece of paper. I just cut it down since we were running towards the, yeah, we got one sheet left in here. So I wanted to make sure everybody had enough paper. And then the other one, which is what your turkey shape is drawn on, is this mixed media paper, just plain paper. It's a little heavier than a printer paper, so you probably have at least 2 sheets of this per kid in your pack, and I wanted you just to have enough paper to work with in case there was a mess up and you wanted to do something over again. So anyway, if you have your turkey shape cut out, what we're going to do is we're going to draw on here. So actually you'll want a ruler and a pencil as well. So what we're going to do is we have this turkey shape, and we are going to draw some lines which will we're going to fold and put on our sheet of paper. So what you want to do is you want to make a line from just below the wing all the way to the center of the turkey shape. So what would probably be best, actually, let's go ahead and just fold this guy in half so we get the crease down the middle. So we're going to fold him in half, and that way we'll have the center of our turkey. So we're going to make a line that goes from here all the way down to this center crease right here. And we're going to mark that off with a ruler and a pencil. I'm going to draw it on here so you can see what that looks like. And I'm going to draw it on both sides. Let's go like this. So you're going to have something that looks something like this. Okay, so we're going to, on that fold line there, you could even just take your ruler and make a crease, and we're going to fold it upward. I'm going to do this and just show you what it looks like. You guys are going to need to draw out another turkey shape here since I just have the one traced out. Actually, I will have you each do it. Okay, so you'll have your turkey shape, and then we're going to fold so that you have it like this. All right, you guys want to draw out your turkey shapes here? I'll grab you a sheet of paper. cut it in half.
Do
Do you know how to trace, David? How do you trace? Have you done that before?
Oh. Take
So Ella's gonna do it first. So she's gonna draw out her shape. So the best thing to do when you're tracing this, which you guys won't be tracing, you'll either maybe be drawing your own turkey shape. So you're gonna have your sheet right here. You wanna come closer to the center here, Ella? And you're going to hold your shape down and draw around it, and then she'll cut it out.
I'm not the best at this, but.
That's all right. So if you were drawing this out on your own, what I would suggest doing is drawing half of your turkey shape, cut it out, fold it over, and then trace around that side so that your turkey is symmetrical. Okay, nice job, Ella. You want to go ahead and cut that out. I'm going to draw David's. He just took a step away here real quick. He'll be right back. And it's okay if it's not perfect. All right. Dave, do you want to go ahead and grab another scissors? Since Ella's using this one, you can grab just one of the little ones. It'll work just fine. So cutting out your turkey template or either drawing it.
Can I get a big one too?
Whatever you want. And then we're going to draw those lines so that we have the lines, and then fold these flaps in. And you can either draw that or just use your ruler to fold it over the ruler.
So we cut this out?
Yep, go ahead and cut it out. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to add some color to our turkey. So we are going to use this brown oil pastel. If you are using crayons or markers, you can certainly use those and they'll work just fine. The cool thing about oil pastels is they have, they have oils in them, so they are easily blendable. So we're going to use our finger to sort of blend the color. And if you want a different color turkey, feel free to choose whatever color you like. Maybe your turkey is blue. I'm going to help you finish cutting this here, Ella, just for time's sake, if you don't mind. Do you want to go ahead and use this one?
Sure.
Okay. So she's going to go ahead and use mine. And I want you to take the oil pastel color, and I want you to, she's going to draw around this outside line of the turkey. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Again, this is just getting some color on here. So we're just drawing around the edge, the whole edge, all the way around on the turkey. How's that cutting coming, Dave? Looks pretty good. You want me to help you finish cutting? You got it? Okay. So, again, if you could also maybe use soft pastels if you have that, which are kind of like chalk type
I'm supposed
of.
to do it like this?
Yep. So you got the drawn all the way around? Nope. You got to get all the way here and on that wing yet too. You could even paint your turkey too if you wanted. You're gonna have to wait for some dry time if you decide to do that. Okay, that's good enough, Ella. So what I want you to do then is we are going to smear this color inward. So can you take it and go like this? We're gonna pull it inward.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna hold this up here and show them what that looks like. So we take our finger and press it against the paper, and then we push inward like this all the way around. And so what that looks like is it gonna sort of create this gradation of color, and so it'll be lighter on the inside and darker around the outside. Like I said, you can make your turkey look any way you like, but these are just some suggestions of how to do this. Very nice, David. So the next step will be to design the actual card. So I have these, like I said, the 9x12, which is your smaller sheet of paper that you would have in your to-go bags. And you could use this whole sheet if you wanted. I'm thinking if you only have 2 pieces in your bag, I think I gave you 2 per person. So that should be fine if you want to use the whole sheet of paper. We're just going to use half for each kid today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this sheet of paper, I'm going to fold it in half. And then we have our crease down the middle here. And then we're going to cut it. So I'm just going to cut this in half. And then this will be each kid's card. So what you'll do, again, you'll fold it in half. You can do that, Ella. Dave, can you fold yours in half? This will be your card.
This?
Nope. So what we want to do is, if you would like a design on the front side of your Thanksgiving card, I didn't put one on here, but I think it would be really fun if you did. So grab your colors and markers, and we're going to color that first, because once we put the pop-up stuff inside, it's going to be difficult to design the front of it. It's nice to have a smooth, flat surface to work with. So why don't you guys go ahead and grab these oil pastels and put a fun design on the front of your card. So what we want to do is how we're putting the pop-up card, you want it to be so that it is in this direction and you open it like this. So it's in portrait, this is called portrait, as opposed to, this would be landscape. So we don't want to design it like this. Have it like this and have this be the top, this is the bottom, and open up inside is your turkey. So go ahead and put some kind of Thanksgiving desigin on here. Ella, you're going to want to put it on this side.
Can you even put a turkey on the front?
Whatever you want. It's totally up to you. Let me scoot this back a little bit here.
I love it.
All right, so while they are doing that, I'm going to go ahead and get your turkey caught up, Dave. Does that work okay for you?
Yeah.
So like I said, if you are still catching up here, we fold the turkey. You've made your template, or you have cut out your template, you fold it in half. And then we draw, or you can just use your ruler to fold a line. You have the line just below the wing to the center, and then fold that flap upward. This is going to be like the drumstick of the turkey once it sticks on, once we set it down on the card. So I'm going to do the other side. And then Dave, do you want a brown turkey, or do you want to go ahead and color your turkey a different color? Do you want me to do the brown like what that one looks like? Or do you want...
Yeah, like this.
You're going to do it like that?
Brown.
Okay, I'll put brown around it then. And then we can do a really fun design with the feathers. So we'll give you some suggestions for that. So we're going to take this brown color. Again, we're going to go...
Do you
Do you need some
just
colors?
use...
Whatever colors you want, bud. We got a whole smorgasbord of colors here. So like I said, if you picked up your to-go bag, there should be all of the primary colors in there. Feel free to use whatever colors that you want out of there. They are yours to use. We are just giving you the suggestions of what we decided to use for our turkey. Got an orange here, Dave, if that's what you're looking for.
No,
Red.
red.
That would be red, I'm pretty sure. Here we have this sheet right here. Do you want to, you can draw it on here first if you, it looks a little, yeah, that looks red. Sometimes you never know with your colors. Sometimes the blues look a little purple or reds look kind of pink. Going around the outside. And then I'm going to use my finger to smear this color inward all the way around. So we have this light brown turkey in the middle. Any other color that you want on this, Dave, or is this exactly how you want it?
How do you like that?
Okay. Like it how it is. Great. Ella, do you want to hold yours up and just kind of show everybody what you decided to draw on here? Looks like she has a Thanksgiving feast going on. 2 people eating at the table, and she's got a turkey. She's got a to and a from, so somebody's getting this card. Cool. Can I hold yours up too, Dave? This is a super, here, you know what is making this difficult? You got the ruler inside of your card. Another turkey on the outside. Fun. Okay. Take another minute or 2 to go ahead and finish your design on the front side of your card. And if you decide that you want to design the back side of your card as well, go ahead and, can I scoot you over here? Go ahead and put a design on the back side of your card as well, because like I said, once you put the pop-up turkey on the inside, it's going to be a lot more challenging to draw on the front or back of your card.
Can I draw on the back?
Yep, go ahead.
I actually want to write a note.
So I think what we'll do for this, just for time's sake today, Ella, she wants to write a note on the back of her card. So once we finish it, you can write it out, and then we'll cut out a sheet of paper and you can just glue it to this. Does that work? Okay. So she's going to make a special note for somebody, whoever she's given this card to. Okay, so she has her design. Oh, I can't show you who this is to. She already wrote that on here. Okay, so she has her card finished on the outside. What we're going to do next is we're going to glue our turkey on the inside. But first we want to make him look more like a turkey. So we are going to go ahead and add a beak, probably the wobbler, right? Another fun thing to add on to here would be to draw, cut out, and glue on maybe a pilgrim hat, which you could do that too.
We also got little eyes.
Yep, we're going to add on the googly eyes, which if you got the to-go bag, I put a set of colored eyes in there. So Ella, do you want to go ahead and, do you want to draw on a beak, or else I have some colored, we already did oil pastel. We could probably just cut this like this
I do
shape.
want to do that.
I'm thinking, is this beak too big? That'd probably be just about right. I'll show you the shape here, and I think this will work for your beak. Okay, so we have colored an orange-ish shape that looks like this. And we're going to use this for a beak. So rather than coloring it on, we're going to glue this on. What you want to do is you're going to put a dab of glue on either side. And I think I have some red here that we can put the wobbler on the turkey as well. So we have our glue. Dave, this is looking great. Very bright and colorful. So I'm just going to get the glue to the end of my bottle here. Okay, there we go. So we want to put a dot of glue on the back side on this edge, and then on the other. And I got quite a bit of glue on there, so I'm just gonna fold it over and get that on there. Then we have our turkey shape. Okay, so we folded this so that once you fold it, the crease is gonna come out towards you. So we're gonna take our beak shape. I'm gonna go ahead and fold him in half. So this is the front side of the turkey. And then I'm gonna take the beak and I'm gonna put it on him like so. So that it looks kind of like
Mom,
that.
can I
I'm gonna
paint-
scoot that out
Can
a
I do
little bit.
anything on the back?
Yep, go ahead if you want to. So that's what it looks like. Fold it in and then fold it out. It kind of, if you'll see that, it pops out a little bit.
Cool.
Cool? Okay, and then we'll add the wobbler on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this shape right here, and I think this will work for the wobbler. If we put this like this. Not quite so long though, huh? Just cut that in half. Like this.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so these are just some scrap pieces that I had from some oil pastel colored paper. So we have this shape that looks about like this. It's just sort of a rough rectangular shape, and we're gonna add this onto the side of the beak. So I'm gonna go ahead and add just a dot of glue on there, and we got a little excess glue right on here, so I'm just gonna pull that off here. Okay, so we have our turkey shape, we have our beak on, and then we're gonna just stick the wobbler right underneath of the beak, and it will look something like that. And you could do that on both sides if you want. Do you want it on both sides, Ella, or just like this?
I can't see. That's good.
Just like this. Okay, so we're gonna do just like this. So next we're gonna add on the eyes. So Ella, do you wanna pick out, we have some pretty big eyes here. Do you wanna add on the colored ones or some small black and white ones?
I want this one. This one.
Okay, so we got some tiny eyes here. I'm gonna let you get some glue on the back of them,
And they got little like eyelashes.
but I'll hold these up. So we have some bigger eyes too.
And some small eyes with eyelashes.
These are the ones that you got in your to-go bag. So you're gonna just put glue on the back of them and then stick them onto your turkey where the eyeballs would go above the beak. You got some glue on there?
No.
Okay, well we need glue on here because otherwise they're not gonna stick. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply glue to the paper, and then you can stick the eyes right on top of that. Since these are really tiny eyes, they're kind of hard to hold.
Yeah.
Okay, we got our little dots of glue on there.
And now, let me scooch up.
Okay, there's one.
There's two.
Great.
This eye doesn't look as good.
Okay, just get it wherever you need it to go because it'll take a minute for it to set up. Go ahead and press that down so that it's nice and stuck to the paper. Fun. Okay, so we have our turkey shape. So here is what our turkey looks like. Now we're gonna stick them to the card. So what we wanna do is we wanna take our card and we're gonna open it. So we have the inside open like this, and then we're gonna lay it down on the table. So just gonna hold this here, and then we have our turkey shape. So I want you
folded these
to,
back.
yep, what we're gonna do is we want, when you put this down on your sheet of paper, we want the fold to come toward you and the fold on the bottom to come toward you. So I'm doing this so that as if it were set up for the camera as opposed to facing Ella. So then we want him to sit down like this. So you're gonna place it down on the card, and you want the crease, the middle crease here of the turkey, to line up with the middle crease of the card. What we're going to do is we're going to place glue on the back side of these little flaps that are folding forward. So I'm going to go ahead and add that on here. Should have picked a better glue bottle. It takes forever to... Let's lay this on its side next time we set it down that way. Dave's still designing the back of his card. It's looking pretty exciting. Okay, so we put our glue on the back side of these flaps here, this side and this side. And then we're going to come on to our paper. Again, this turkey is folding toward you, and then go ahead and place it down. So the turkey will be sticking up from your card while it's open. So we're going to let this glue set up a little bit. We want them to be nice and stuck onto our card. So when you fold it, we're going to go ahead and fold this, and you might need to help out your turkey a little bit. We're going to fold him into the card, and then we're going to place something heavy on top of this so that it takes a little bit of time to set up and glue here. I'm just going to set this apple on top of him. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to grab a book. I'm going to go grab a little book and just set it on top of here.
I can go grab a book.
I'm going to have you start working on the next thing. Okay, so if you have a large sheet of paper that looks like this, it's drawing paper. This paper is fairly smooth. So if you were picking up a bag that had 2 kids in it, you have a sheet of paper that's like this. If you were picking up a to-go bag, you're going to have a sheet of paper that looks like this. So every kid should have a long skinny sheet of paper. Again, we used 11 by 14 for the size, and then I just took this sheet of paper and I folded it in half and cut it down the middle so that you're left with this. So Ella, what I want you to do, this is going to be your feathers. Now this can be any design that you like. I'm just going to show you what I did on this one. So this is what my turkey design, or his feathers were. They are kind of just circles on top of circles on top of circles. Again, we used oil pastel for this. You can use colors or markers. This is just stripes. You can use any colors that you want. You don't have to be the red, orange, yellow, brown. You could do blues, pinks, greens.
Yellows.
So I want you to cover this entire sheet of paper with color. So Ella, why don't you go ahead and get started on that? I'm going to go grab a book to place on top of our turkey card so that the glue sets up.
Where's the red? Is this red? Maybe. It's gonna see. Nope, that's pink. This red. Yep, this is red.
Okay, so she's going to go ahead and color that. And I'm just, for example, I'm going to go ahead and show you what the next step is. So you have this sheet of paper, and it looks like whatever you decided to color it. Then we're going to fold it in an accordion style. So what you want to do is you're going to fold and then fold it back. And
like an accordion.
And fold and fold and fold, so that you have something that looks like this. You have it all folded up, and you're going to have all these bends in the paper. There's David's card. Super cool. We'll move on to the next step in a minute here, but I just want to show the rest of this card, and we'll post pictures of what the kids' card ended up looking like, and we're going to talk a little bit about our next project for next week as well. So you folded this in an accordion shape. What I want you to do is you're going to hold it here like this, and then you're going to take your scissors, and I know this is a really thick piece of paper, so if you have little hands, maybe you want to have Mom do this part for you, and a fairly sturdy scissors will be helpful as well. So we're gonna cut like a half circle shape on the top of the paper. And this is sort of a half circle. It ended up getting a little bit pointy here, but you want it rounded on the top. So when you open it up, you have this rounded on top, and it's kind of, I don't know, this pokey shape kind of almost looks a little more like feathers than if it were perfectly rounded. So you have this, and I'm gonna grab Ella's card, and we won't actually glue it in here, but I'm gonna show you what to do. So this glue is still setting up here, but what you're gonna do is you're going to place glue on this side. Can I scoot in here real quick, Dave? So you're gonna place glue on this side and on this side. And then we're gonna take it and put it inside of the card. You're gonna put this glue side down right here and then just kind of press it down and then fold the card on top of it and press it down. Then you're gonna place something heavy on top of that. Now I didn't actually put glue on here because Ella wants to do her own feathers. So, like I said, you're gonna place it inside of here. You're gonna place it down, and it looks just like this, and you can maybe even scoot it a little bit closer to the turkey if you want, or you could scoot it farther away. You to kind of decide where you want these, maybe even having it a little bit at an angle. Then you're gonna fold it. So again, you have glue on either side, fold it down. Go ahead and place something heavy on top of here and let the glue set up. You want it to be really stuck to that sheet of paper so that when you open it, it doesn't peel away from the front or back. So then what you're left with when you open it, you have your turkey card, and it looks like this. And then if you want to put a little message inside, so this is what it looks like if you were to look at it from directly straight on. You can put a little message inside of here, Happy Thanksgiving, and then give that to somebody if you like. So we're gonna go ahead and finish up our cards here, and then we'll post pictures of them. But I did just want to talk about our project for next week, which is kind of a favorite of mine. We're gonna be working with watercolor. So if you have done kids art before, we have done a couple of watercolor projects, but this is kind of a fun gift that you could give to somebody. So we're going to be we haven't done them yet, so he doesn't even know what we're doing yet. So we're going to be doing some gratitude boxes, and what you're going to get, so if you want a to-go box, most of the supplies will be provided, including like watercolor. If you already have watercolor at home, great. You will need to have your own masking tape, or preferably painter's tape is going to work a lot better. Masking tape tends to rip. But you're going to get, I haven't decided how many I want to cut of these yet, but somewhere between 8 and 10 4x4 watercolor squares. And we're going to put them inside of a box, and each one of them will contain a message, which you will choose what to write on here. They're a little gratitude box, and I think this would be kind of a fun gift to give somebody. But you'll get this cute little box that comes with it, and then we're going to do watercolor design on the front side of each one of those 8 to 10 cards. So we'll get all of that stuff posted, the supply list. And if you did these turkey cards, I would love to see what you guys ended up with. If you want to post pictures either on the J. Eberly Co. Facebook page, or you can post it within the Kids Art event, or even along this live post here as well would be great. We will post ours there. So thanks for joining in, guys, and have a great Saturday. Do you guys want to say bye?
Bye. Bye.